Greetings, everybody. I hope you're all doing well today, and welcome to Just a Normie. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. And today we will be talking about a rumor, potentially speculation about if the Book of Boba Fett is going to get a team of bounty hunters in the show. Um, this is just a rumor and speculation. I'd like to know what your thoughts are, and I think that with regards to what we saw at the end of Mandalorian Season 2, with regards to Boba Fett and his partner going into Jabba's palace and stuff like that, I'm wondering how that's going to be, which I think would be kind of interesting too as well, because they could potentially bring in a lot of different characters and stuff. Um, even some from the animated series as well. Um, from like Rebels and from Clone Wars and all that, I think it'd be a great possibility of. I think there's a lot of potential for it too. I also wonder too if there's a potential that Boba Fett could bring in other clones and stuff like that too, as well as being like personal bodyguards and all that stuff. And I'm also wondering too, if there's a possibility of where the Bad Batch might be at this time period, or even other clones are still alive, because we know that Captain Rex is still around, and Wolf and the other guy too as well. So I'm wondering too if Boba Fett will recruit or locate other clones, because he always seemed to be in the books and in the Clone Wars and stuff like that. And what happened to him, I think that there's a possibility that he could do that. And I say that because I think he would feel at home, you know what I'm saying? Because he's not really a real Mandalorian, according to Bo-Katan, you know? So, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have been doing a really good job with The Mandalorian and what they've been able to deliver to the fandom and all that stuff. But with regards to the introduction of Boba Fett in the book of Boba Fett, um, I think that we can't really dismiss and some of the rumors and details, leaks concerning the new show. We can find out that Boba Fett will be bringing along with him some fan favorite Boba Fett, or I'm sorry, bounty hunters to the boot. You know what I'm saying? Which makes sense, and I always thought that this would be a good direction to go into as well. When we last saw our favorite bounty hunter at the end of Mandalorian season 2, Boba Fett was making his presence known at Jabba's palace, which I thought was so fucking cool. And so I'm more excited about Boba Fett than I am with Mandalorian and stuff, you know. It was here that Boba Fett met his demise in the Return of the Jedi, when Han Solo accidentally set off the Fett's rocket pack, sending Boba Fett into the waiting mounts of the Sarlacc's pit. All these years later, we found out that Boba Fett did survive, and now he's back. Look to take back what he has lost. Boba's arrival at Jabba's palace is met with surprise with Bib Fortuna, who had been wearing Jabba's crown for all a long time. Boba makes short of Fortuna, thus taking Bib's palace on the throne. With all of that, well, everybody that knows and watched the last season 2, episode 2 of Mandalorian already knows all this. It is assumed that Fett is taking the throne. He's going to have to fight off, you know, whatever there might be in that regard. But I think this makes a lot of sense in going this direction, to be honest. But which old friends could Boba Fett lean on, though? You know, of course, there's the popular bounty hunter Dredger and Bosk as to whom could appear. You know, the duo first became popular with Star Wars, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Bosk's species have shown up in I think the Clone Wars, and I believe some of Rebels as well too. Other bounty hunters I like to see from like Clone Wars is Cat Bane. I'd like to see another an IG unit. I'd like to see Imbu. Um, and I cannot remember that one guy. He's got tendrils coming off of his face and stuff like that. He was in Rebels, and he was in the Clone Wars too as well. Um, yeah, there's a lot of possibilities, and then the introduction of new bounty hunters too as well. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense to bring in, and Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau seem to be um, very favorable towards bringing in all these different elements and characters to bring them into canon and stuff like that, even though they might or might not and all that. I'm not sure. Um, it's there's so much potential possibility. Um, I like the fact that they got Mr. Morrison back to play the legendary bounty hunter. He's the face of all the clones stuff of Jango Fett and now Boba Fett and all that stuff too as well. There's talk of him making several appearances too as well in some other live action as well too, like Ahsoka Tano show and all that. So he's going to be wearing several helmets and all that. So, but I'm going to close this out. We're coming up on a little over 7 minutes. The show is supposed to premiere at the end of 2021, before The Mandalorian and all that stuff. They said it's going to be a limited series, but I just don't see that happening. I hope that's not the case. I don't want it to be the case. All I want is really good writing and really good acting and a really good show. That's all I really want. And all that. Let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll be talking to you later. Take care, everybody. Bye.